Hey guys, what's up? Long time no see. Today I'm gonna share my knowledge of. Today I'm gonna talking about my Japanese lesson for foreigners. So, if you guys Japanese people, I'm so sorry. I have to apologize to you because today this video and this live I'm gonna share my knowledge of Japanese language for foreigner. So. And maybe next time I will share knowledge of my another language skill too. So I'm so sorry for this video, but thank you for understanding. Actually, sometimes my friend asked to me, can I? Um, I wanna study. I want to study Japanese. I would like to speak Japanese fluent like you, like this. But actually, I think uh, I hear some Japanese people an accent on the Japanese language like こんにちは、私の名前は何々です。どうぞよろしくお願いします。I like this, but I'm always keeping say, but if when you talk with native speaker, if you couldn't do the language skill, I think it has not mean like for me, uh, for me. If when I study English, I'm using if I using English book from Japan, like how are you? I'm fine, thank you, and you? My name is of course. I can't say it's correct phrase or it's not correct phrase, and yes, like this because I'm not native speaker of English speaker. Yes, that's why I like it. For example, if I'm a American people or like if I'm a United Kingdom people, yeah, I can say about Japanese English. I guess basically in English, the phrase don't use not much like this. I can say because I'm native speaker. If I'm native speaker of English, I can say that because native. But so that's why I can say. But and some foreigner say like that. 私の名前は like this, but pre-thinking. When you talk with a friend or some family, you talk like you talk on polite, like for example, when you talk with your mom, with your mother every day, you talk on polite, like please take this, please take this, mother. Thank you so much. Can I ask mother something like this? Basically, I think almost foreigner don't use like polite English and polite phrases. Basically, I think casual and informal expression. So that's why I think, for example, if you want to come to Japan and if you'd like to talk with a friend of Japanese and make a friend of Japanese, I think, of course, as a knowledge of Japanese language, you can get that, and you should have that. But basically, I think don't use polite Japanese language like 私の名前は yes, like how do you say, like if I can translate in English, like 私の名前は it's like my name is. But basically, pre-thinking when you talk, when you introduce yourself, when you introduce about yourself to someone, basically, I think just my image when I talk with English native, like, hey guys, what's up? I'm Shinji. Nice to meet you. How are you? Like this. It sounds like easy. I'm, and a name, and hello guys. How are you? How's it going? How have you been like this? Not only how are you. Japanese people basically. My name is and hello. How are you? My name is like sounds like polite and sounds like Japanese English. That's why when native speakers say another phrase like without how are you, like for example, if I have only knowledge of English, like how are you, I waiting for native how are you, like and me, for example, me and English native speaker, yeah, hello and hello and hello and hello and if when I introduce myself, like my name is Shinji, nice to meet you, and people say, native say, hey, I'm how to say, like I'm Johnny, nice to meet you guys, and what's up, and top like this. Basically, just my image. American people, in particular, American people is so freedom on talk and on conversation. Do so. If you speak English, uh, if you speak English, American people also thinking, oh, do you speak English? Oh, that's nice, that's awesome, like this, thinking so. This is not disrespect. Just I'm talking about the fact of English native speaker. So uh, don't misunderstand about me. This is just explain, and I just want to explain about as a conversation with between Japanese people and English native speaker. That's why I explained it. So please don't understand. Please don't misunderstand. Thank you. And sorry for so today. So that's why I wanted to share my knowledge of Japanese language. Like we say basically, and what's your name is あなたの名前は何ですか? Like this. I heard a word in English. What's your name? Only what's your name is like sounds like too informal. Like how do you say, like when you talk older than me, I shouldn't use like the phrase like hello, how are you? What's your name? Only what's your name is like I don't know. I'm not sure, but I had a word something like informal, not much. So if when you talk with a friend or a family, it's okay. But when I talk with a foreigner older than me, I shouldn't use like that. I had it. Yes. So first, what's your name? In English, what's your name is in Japanese. あなたの名前は何ですか? But this is sounds like polite. So あなたの名前何 like this. 名前なんていうの like this. Actually, Japanese language so has many way to translation. And so that's why I think a foreigner when foreigner learning Japanese language confused. For example, actually English I it's me like I am I'm I play like this I is in Japanese 俺私僕俺私僕わしわい so many actually I never I never been counted but of course, I'm a Japanese native speaker, so I can understand what it means. But for foreigner, I think it's so difficult. But it's okay. Basically, uh, when I say about me, like I am is like a if you guys mean 僕 or 俺 but if you guys your girls or women you can say 私 yes 私 yes so like if you are women you can say like 私の名前は、私の名前はマリアです like this and if you guys man 僕の名前は俺の名前は like this Ole is if you like anime and if you like to reading books of manga I think basically I think my image is anime books comic books is many time using the phrase like 海賊王に俺はなる俺 like this and yes like this alright so actually even if you use for example even if you are a woman use ore and even if you are man you can say watashi too but basically I think man is boku or ore and women is watashi like this so when you when you wanna introduce in Japanese, you can say like 私の名前はシンジです。僕の名前はシンジです like this. So this is the first. And the second is your age. Like how old are you? In Japanese, あなたは何歳ですかあなたはいくつですか like this. And actually, in English, how old are you? I'm 21 years old, 22 years old, like this. And in Japanese, あなたは何歳ですかFor example, if you guys man, 僕は20歳です。Like 20 is it means 20. 僕は20歳です。And how to say another like if you guys if you are 18 years old like 私は18歳です。Actually Actually, if you're learning about Japanese language, almost foreigner, but when count Japanese number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and when you count 18, we say 18, but when you say your age, 18歳, it sounds like so. Actually, it's okay. Even if you say 18歳, it's okay, but sounds like how do you say, like sounds like ignorant of Japanese language. So that's why I think if we want to close as a pronunciation with a native speaker, I think 18歳, like this. This is sounds fluent. Like 私は18歳です。僕は18歳です。私は18歳です。Like 18歳です is sounds like clearly, but foreign and Japanese, like I don't know, not actually, but I think almost Japanese people might think like that when hear like that. So you can say 私は18歳です like this. And so I said name and age, and 3 is place, address, like nationality, like what's your nationality? And you can say like I'm came to America. I'm from America. I'm US, and I'm from Turkey. I'm from Germany. I'm from Korean. I'm from Thailand, like this. So when you introduce about your nationality, you can say first, where are you from in Japanese? いや、あなたはどこ出身ですか？あなたはどこ出身ですか？or but basically あなたはどこ出身ですか is sounds like interview, like where are you from? あなたはどこ出身ですか like very polite. I think just my image, the phrase, the Japanese phrase using interviewer, and when I watching a TV show, I hear sometimes like this word. So that's why basically Japanese people don't say main word like if you guys speaking when you talk English, you say like I ate, and you are, and I play, like a main word. How do you say, like you say name of people, right? Like I, and he, and you, and Mike's playing basketball, and Johnny's back, and John is running. John running now, right now, like this, and the people name, but Japanese language is maybe it might special for foreigner, because how do you say, actually I can't translate in English because it's so hard to explain, but for example, in English, I ate pizza. I ate pizza like this, right? But in Japanese, only eight or only eight pizza can understand. Like did you someone asked to me, did you eat? And ate and pizza. If I do like this, and if I do like this while speaking eight, and someone will think, oh, he is how to say, he's pointing pizza, so they will think, he's mean he wanna say he ate pizza. Understand like this, but actually I think this is a culture of different, so that's why it's hard to understand. But how do you say, like if you guys American people, yes or no is so clearly light for other suggestion, as your opinion. But basically Japanese people are shy, and Japanese people don't say like that. Just even if don't say anything, like yes, even if don't say anything, someone don't say anything, can understand. Yeah, actually, maybe I think this is only Japanese of personality. That's why it's hard to explain. But yes, like that, and yes. So I'm so sorry for another line. So people ask, where are you from? Where are you from is in Japanese, どこから来ましたか? But どこから来たの? どこ出身ですか? Like this. And when someone asks like that in Japanese, you can say, for example, if you're from America, you can say, 私はアメリカから来ました。私は and country and 来ました。私はアメリカから来ました。私は、トルコから来ました。私は、ドイツ、Germany, in Germany, Deutschland,ドイツから来ました。Like this. And first you can say 私は or 僕は。And middle, between 私は and から来ました、you can say country name. America, Thailand. Yes, like this. And から来ました。から来ました is like from a country. Like actually, English is the first people name, right? Like I, my, me, and he, you, like this. You are, I am, like this. And this is the same with Japanese. Like watashi wa, I am, you are, like this. But from next, in English, I am like I play basketball. I play basketball, but when I translate in Japanese, like I basketball play, like this. So this is rather. So that's why sometimes I confused. But is that so? If you have a knowledge of English, and if you know English well, you can just rather turn Like if you, for example, if you are English native speaker and when you speak English, like I eat pizza, I play basketball, I play baseball, and for example, if you want to speak Japanese language, you just want to turn. How does? Sorry, my ignorant of English, but turn. Like when you translate in Japanese, you can just like I basketball play. In English, I play basketball. Like I basketball play. Like this, just this. It's easy, right? Yes. And for now, you already have a. I think you are almost Japanese people because you can introduce yourself. You can introduce about yourself almost because 私は name. 私はジョニーです。私はシンジです。私は like this. And first you can introduce yourself in Japanese first. And you can say age too. 私は age. 私は18歳です。私は20歳です。私は5歳です。like this. Yes. Actually, age is 歳です。like 5歳です。18歳です。like this. So if you guys, so if you remember a number of Japanese like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think you can introduce yourself in Japanese. For example, 私はシンジです。私は20歳です。And よろしくお願いします is like nice to meet you. Hello, my name is Shinji. I'm 23 years old. Nice to meet you. Shake hand like this. It's easy, right? And you can say 私は and country から来ました。Like I'm from Japan. 私は日本から来ました。私はトルコから来ました。私はアメリカから来ました。Like this. And for now, you can introduce yourself in Japanese. And hobby, actually, I made for the video, but I introduced. My hobby is like 私の趣味は。My hobby is playing game. Is 私の趣味はゲームをすることです。Like my hobby is 私の趣味は。For example, my hobby is listen to music. Is 私の趣味は音楽を聴くことです。My hobby is reading books. 私の趣味は本を読むことです。Like this. And for now, you can say your hobby too. Name, age, country, and hobby. I think you're almost Japanese people. Yeah, because basically Japanese people, quietly, like silently. Of course, people doing action like a reaction, but not over like this, not like this. Just not all person, not all people, but I think basically Japanese people not all don't overreaction. So that's why if you can introduce in Japanese like that things, I think it's almost your Japanese native speaker. And first, I wanted to say about one more things. How are you? How are you? Is in Japanese mean お元気ですか? お元気ですか? But basically, Japanese people never don't say like that things. It's hard to explain, but how are you? お元気ですか? お元気ですか is sounds like too polite or grandfather using the word お元気ですか? Basically, almost younger the people and teenager don't use like the word. Of course, you can use that, but sounds like too polite and basically, basically, in particular, when you talk with your friend, you talk with your friend almost every day, right? So that's why I think I don't have to ask every day, how are you? What's up? How's it going? Because every day talking. So basically, my image Japanese people don't ask like that. But if you wanna say like that things, people say like 元気ですか? 久しぶり long time no see. 久しぶり is long time no see. But yeah. Japanese people, my image, Japanese people don't say お元気ですか? How are you? Like these things. Wait, let me think. Yeah, never. Yes. So you can, even if you remember as a Japanese knowledge of Japanese language, you can remember お元気ですか? How are you? Is お元気ですか? But 99% Japanese people don't say like that. Just when you write a letter, to someone, お元気ですか? Like this, and some grandmother, some grandfather using the phrase, just my image. So of course, it's better. You can learn other knowledge of Japanese language, but Japanese people don't use the phrase on conversation. Yeah, so that's why I wanna say. I think you don't have to remember how are you in Japanese. Yes, and so you almost can introduce yourself in Japanese. Name, age, hobby, country, and like greetings. Greetings is good morning, is おはようございます. But おはようございます also sounds like polite, like おはようございます. おはよう like this. To pardon. おはようございます. おはよう. And hello, hi is こんにちは. I wanted to say some foreign like こんにちは. Not こんにちは. Like, こんにちは. Five letter. こんにちは. but some foreigner, konnichiwa, like 4 letter sounds like it. So, konnichiwa. So, 5 letter. So, please remember well. But, こんにちは。おはようございます。And good evening. Good evening is こんばんは。Like こんにちは。こんにちは。こんばんは。Like this. Just this. So it was almost for now 35 minutes, but only 35 minutes you can learn Japanese. It's easy, right? So that's why I'm always keep say, if you want to know and if you want to speak native speaker language, like if you want to be native speaker of English, I think if you wanna be native speaker of language, you should make a friend of foreigner of English, and yes, of course you can go to school of English language, but I think don't you think it is wasted time and money? Of course, I want to respect your opinion, so that's why actually I don't want to say, but for example, the world has a teacher of language school, and the world has a teacher of teaching language. So actually, I shouldn't say that, and I don't want to say like that. But I think even if you went to language school to learning a new language, like if you want to speak Japanese, and you're going to Japanese school by your country, but basically if you learn even if you learn Japanese language, sometimes people speak like a strange accent. How do you say, like for example, even if you learning English of American, and if you went to Australian, you can't understand each other, right? Because American English and Australian English is we both same English, but different accent, different word sometimes. So that's why both is English, but can't understand like that. You can even if you learn Japanese language and Japan, and when you came to Japan, actually some people to speak different language in Japanese, like maybe do you know Tokyo City from Japan, and you're learning Japanese language, and when you came to Japan, Tokyo is basically Japanese phrase, so you can you will not have a problem for conversation. But if you're learning Japanese language, and when you when you coming to Japan, when you came to most south part, most south part is Okinawa. Okinawa, like a Tokyo City and Okinawa, not city, but anyway, Okinawa. Okinawa of Japan is. I also can't understand because living a different part, so different accent and a different language. Yes, almost. So that's why I'm always keep say, even if you're learning English, Japanese, or Turkish, Germany, if you didn't have experience to talk with a native speaker, and if you didn't have experience, and if you didn't have a practice with a native speaker for conversation, when you came to the country, and when you come to the country, I think it will be problem for conversation to life. So that's why I'm always keeping say, and I recommend to make a friend of a foreigner and to speak and to practice of speaking with a native speaker. That's what I'm saying. Yes. So today, okay, then I want to explain again. Today, I shared my knowledge of Japanese language, like name is like 私は真珠です。Like if you are woman, 私は and if you are man, 俺は僕は like this first name. And the second is age, like 私は20歳です。私は18歳です。Like 私は18歳です。僕は20歳です。Like 私は and number and 歳です。This is second age. And three is country. Like 私はアメリカから来ました。私は中国から来ました。Like 私は僕は and after country and から来ました。This is your address and your country. And when you introduce about where are you from, yes, you can say. Four is hobby. 私の趣味は本を読むことです。私の趣味は音楽を聴くことです。私の趣味は英語を勉強することです。Like I like to study my hobby to study English, to study Turkish, to study Japanese like this. And the four and the five is greetings, like good morning is おはようございます。Hello, hi is こんにちは。And good evening is こんばんは like this. Yes. And thank you is ありがとう。You're welcome is どういたしまして。But どういたしまして also Japanese people basically don't use like ありがとう。Okay. Yo. Basically, I think almost Japanese people don't use どういたしまして like this. Yes. So you can get just as a knowledge. So if you thought this video is good, please subscribe.